Okay. Hi there. My name is Nisa Hayden, and I'm the owner of Hayden Arts Agency and also a curator here at Twisted Track Gallery. And I'm here with one of the artists I represent, Michael Schaffer, and we're going to talk about this High Desert series. Michael, hello.
Hello.
Welcome. So, tell me the inspiration behind this beautiful series.
Well, in spring of 2023, my wife and I went to Joshua Tree National Park in Southern California, and they are famous for their geology, which is really ancient, and it was molded through winds and rain and all of this. And if you haven't been to Joshua Tree, it's quite a they call it a monument because it's just so different from anything else. The main thing that's different is the type of materials that are in the park, which is primarily sand and granite and sort of high desert type of terrain. So anyway, I got some ideas for some photographs, and when I got home, I decided to make a series of paintings based on these photographs. And the main impetus of the artwork was the media I used to create the sense of texture of the high desert. And so I used materials like sand and pumice and granular things and all kinds of things you might find out in the desert where it's sandy and rocky and the whole thing.
And what's your process, Michael? Like, how do you start? Like, this was the first piece.
Yeah.
How did you begin?
Well, as I mentioned, I took all these photographs.
Yeah.
And then I did charcoal sketches, and then I worked on charcoal sketches to give me a framework of each type of piece from the photograph I sent. And then I sort of just let the media take over. So where I had, if you notice on the piece over here, there's a lot of this copper kind of texture that was from a particular type of paint. And then I also used a lot of ink, acrylic inks that sort of have a nice blend to them, but bring out the texture of the piece.
Yeah.
And so the process was very much similar in all of them, but depending on how much individual detail or perspective I wanted to develop out of it.
Yeah, yeah. How many pieces are in the entire series?
14.
14.
Yeah, a lot.
And I know we showed a few of them here
Right.
In 2023, February 2023. Have they been seen anywhere else?
Yes. We had a show in New York at the Amsterdam Whitney Gallery. And I had, it was a group show, but I had several pieces in the New York show. And then it went to, before that, that was after.
Currently, this piece is online at the San Diego.
Yes, I am part of an online exhibition at the San Diego Museum. Yes, that's happening right now.
Okay, so is this series typical of your work? Do you do work besides landscapes?
Well, this series is since I got back since as I said, late 23 to now. I've done the 14 pieces, but I also do work on other types of landscapes that have the rocks and all that kind of thing, boulders and that sort of thing, as well as.
But you do figurative work.
Yes, that has been one of my main things of. It's mainly abstract expressionism, but with figurative references.
Right.
And one of the pieces is called Pull Over, which I did. I think it was also 23.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's about, it has a lot of symbolism to it. And it has a symbolism of it's an police brutality kind of picture, reference to that. And it has all kinds of materials that are based on it, but it has the sense of a baton and copper around the batons which represent the police, and the baton, there's several figures, one main figure that is having the baton joust into him.
Yeah.
And then there are some bystanders on the side with their mouths open and they're kind of in shock at what they're looking at. So that's some of the kind of things that I would do with figurative abstract of creating a scene that would have some sort of expression of everyday life.
And I know your piece, also figurative, Stirred and Shaken.
Yes.
About the coronavirus,
right,
which won first place at Art Show Paris.
Correct. That was back in 2020. 2020, yes. 2020, wow. Yeah, that was a piece that I did that was totally an abstract with these two figures. One figure has a two-face. One half of the face is very healthy. The other side of the face doesn't look so good. And then you have on this little hill this triangular character that is the virus. And so it's part of the idea that this virus got to the same level as man and created such havoc for man and that whole crisis of the epidemic or pandemic.
So, High Desert Series, 14 pieces. What are you working on now?
Well, I decided to go underwater.
Okay.
We just went to Monterey, and they have an incredible, if you haven't been there, you should go, an incredible aquarium.
I have been.
Yes, where they have it set with actual species that are, it's right at the water, right at the beach and the ocean with the rocks and everything. And they actually have aquariums of various kinds of sea life that are very small, or little animals, or something along that line, that all have these great shapes that I think lend themselves quite a bit to working on abstract in terms of color differentiation, interesting combinations of shapes, and that sort of thing. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm doing smaller pieces, which I don't usually do, and we'll see how that comes out.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I
Yeah.
really am. Well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me.
Okay, thanks. That's a wrap.